Okay, so it's a real honor for me to introduce Jerry Forbes today, who's the winner of the 2015 Shock Compression Science Award, the George Duvall Award for, it's I guess our biggest honor in this community. So I just have a couple of notes about Jerry's career. So he was hired at the Naval Ordnance Lab in 1963. While working at the lab, he earned a master's degree at University of Maryland, and then went to Washington State, where he worked for Professor Duvall, and graduated with a PhD in 1976. So I think it's kind of neat to see the circle of careers that come around. He then worked at the Naval Surface Warfare Center, White Oak, and Indian Head Laboratories until 1996, when he came to Livermore for 7 years. And then since leaving Livermore, he's been an adjunct professor. He's been at American University, UC Davis when he was at Livermore, and also at the University of Maryland currently. And he just said he's teaching still. So his work in shock compression was on shock quasi-static isentropic compression of many materials, but mostly I think he's known for energetic materials, and he developed a lot of techniques, including embedded pressure and particle velocity gauges, and probing chemical energy release kinetics and shock reactive explosives. And I think that this his work has led to safer and more efficient explosives and propellants. I think it was his dissertation was on the kinetics of the alpha epsilon transition in iron, and I think that was probably the earliest and most detailed work on that transition. So since he became an adjunct professor, he's been teaching these courses I was just talking about, and I think over the years, collecting notes and such, and in 2012, he published this book on shock compression of condensed matter. And earlier this week, I was talking to a student who quoted, this is a quote, "Everything you need to know to do shock compression experiments explained by someone who knows how to explain things." So I think that kind of states Jerry's approach. And then the follow-up to that was that there's no typos yet, so, which is really important, of course. So finally, Jerry, you want to come up? We've got a couple of things. I'll put so you can see what he's going to get. So there's an official document from the American Physical Society. There's a nice looking plaque. If you can't, I don't know, hopefully you can read that, but if you can't read that, it says, "For his advances in shock compression science involving phase transformations, high explosives, and detonation physics, for extensive contributions to the shock physics community through mentorship, teaching, and for service to the shock compression topical group." I think it's also noteworthy that Jerry was an initial signatory on the APS document that started this division of shock physics. So that's kind of also. And there's also a check for $5,000 from the.
Should I give it to my wife now?
Yes. So congratulations.
Thank you.